And here with their reactions, retired FBI supervisory special agent and town hall columnist John Nance, and former principal deputy White House press secretary for the Trump administration and former national press secretary for the Trump campaign, Hogan Gidley. John, I'm going to start with you. You were in the FBI. What should the FBI have done? And if they didn't do what you think they should have, why not?
Well, I think they should have been more forthcoming with the document, obviously. Initially, I think we heard that the FBI was concerned that this might reveal sources or methods, but all that stuff can be easily redacted out. And what we need to remember, we're going to hear that this FD-1023 is a document that just records raw data, that it's not been corroborated. All that's true. However, when you combine that with Director Wray's testimony from last week, where he did not deny that the FBI was investigating Hunter Biden or the president, Joe Biden, this document becomes very, very significant, because these documents don't exist in a vacuum. They're always part of an investigation. Okay. So the Bureau should have been forthcoming.
Yeah, and Hogan, here's the thing. After reading this and all that you know, I think the American people have a hard time sometimes when they hear Hunter Biden. What's the narrative? We're getting a little closer to having it all make sense. So from your perspective, this information from Grassley, how would you describe this to someone who is just now learning of this story?
I would basically say this investigation into Hunter Biden, if done correctly, could ultimately turn into an investigation into Joe Biden. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, because Hunter Biden was responsible for going around the world and picking up cash using his father's name on behalf of the family. We now have, for example, I was looking at this 1023 form. We have 21 shell corporations, a WhatsApp message from Hunter Biden saying, hey, my dad's sitting right here. Give us the money or you're going to be in trouble, China. Suspicious activities reports from banks, several banks, about the Bidens getting money. No FARA registration whatsoever. There could be a Foreign Corrupt Practices Act thrown in here too, and $17 million we know about right now. This is the latest shoe to drop in a puzzle that is coming together nicely, done by the Republicans, where the Democrats during the Russia hoax and scam just said, oh, no, we know for sure. We got stone cold evidence. I promise it's real. Turns out it was nothing. This has been meticulous, and I got to give credit to Comer and others on the committees. They are bringing receipts here. This isn't speculation. These are documents. Now, they're whistleblower documents, and we haven't corroborated it yet, but this is a serious problem for the Biden administration, definitely difficult for the campaign, and it could turn into legal trouble for the family itself.
Yeah, Hogan, on that, just to continue that thought, do you actually think that will happen? Do you think there will be any repercussions for the Biden family? Do you think it will really affect the campaign? I mean, it's easy to say it might, but seeing how things generally go with Democrats and with this administration, they seem to be Teflon.
That's true. I will say, though, at some point, the left is going to have to recognize that they're not really attacking the information. They're not attacking the sources. They're just talking about Donald Trump. So the American people, if this is actually reported on, they're going to realize in a hurry that Joe Biden has served his purpose. He got Donald Trump out of office. He's now the president of the United States. And they're going to be looking to get rid of him because he's going to be a major liability. That's the politics of it. On the legality, while I'm not an attorney, I understand these pieces keep coming out every single day, the drip, drip, drip. And this isn't wild speculation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a narrative that's been woven really well together. Now, will they ultimately be charged? I'm going to have a difficult time saying yes. But I will say the evidence is mounting, and this looks very damning for the family.
John, before we go, as a former FBI agent, when you see something like this 1023, how much in there is opinion? How much are facts? Give people a feel for this. So when they see this 1023 form, how they should interpret it.
Well, it could all be opinion. It could be 100% opinion. That's one of the problems with the 1023 form. It's just not designed to be, as the FD-302 is, a document that could be entered in court as testimony. But I think what Hogan said, this is a really important point to emphasize for people that are watching. This is a piece of the puzzle, and we're continuing to get bigger and bigger pieces to this puzzle. So common sense dictates, hey, where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's definitely a lot of smoke here when it comes to Hunter Biden, Burisma, Joe Biden, and their attempt to derail the 2024 election cycle.
All right. John Nance, Hogan Gidley, thank you.